Before telling you what I'm doing about my dilemma, you need some background. So voice over me will tell you while I head to the lake for some coffee.
I love creating, always have. I love photography, now film photography, with as much friction as possible. I love making photos, I love making music. I've even done some acting, but that's a story for another day. Bottom line is,
I love giving expression to the artist inside of me by creating things.
The thing is, I also really love seeing other people express their creative desires or creative outlet. And I've seen in the recent past how I moved from creative contribution to mindless consumption. Let me tell you what happened. So last week I was sitting down to write my next script, and I was hit with two things. First of all, distraction, and out of the distraction, temptation. So the first one was distraction, and yes, I am a serial procrastinator. I was sitting down and I was writing my next script, and I was coming up with hook ideas. And I did some research by watching about 8 videos from my favorite content creators. I went back to my laptop and started typing, and I couldn't get out one original idea. Every single hook idea that I put out was a copy of somebody else's idea. And then came the temptation. The temptation was I sat there and I asked AI to write me a hook for my next video idea. And honestly, I was so surprised. It was such a good piece of writing, such a good, well put out hook, but it wasn't mine. It wasn't me. And I was heavily conflicted by that, because I believe in authentic creativity. So then and there, I closed my laptop, got out my pocket notebook, and I wrote down this. As humans, we have an internal drive to do something. Unfortunately, instead of creating, we consume. Instead of leading, we follow. And I decided to do something about my consumption. This consumption that was consuming my creative energy. Cheers. So, just to be clear, the two things that are stopping me from creating more is mindless consumption and heavy reliance on artificial intelligence for creative purposes. Last week, I made a video and I posted that video, and it was doing okay. Hey, sorry, editor Kobus here. If you want to see that video, it'll be right here. Impressions were climbing steadily. The engagement was awesome. Thank you all for that. Thank you for every comment. Do the same now. But the engagement was awesome. Watch time was awesome. So YouTube was slowly experimenting with this video with wider audiences. But it was slowing down at the end of the day, and I went to artificial intelligence. I'm not good with numbers, so I do use AI to analyze large amounts of data. I think that's a useful feature that it has. And AI told me to do certain things to this video. I did those things, I went to bed, and when I woke up the next morning and went to YouTube Studio, the video had completely flatlined. Nobody was watching it. YouTube wasn't showing it to anybody, and I was furious. After being so frustrated with AI killing my video, I made the decision that artificial intelligence will not be a part of my creative journey. And then something even more frustrating happened, is that the video actually picked up again and started doing amazing. It's my highest click-through rate video in a long while. And that's extremely frustrating to me, because I do believe that AI cannot do what humans can. AI cannot script videos like you and I can. AI cannot have original ideas and original thoughts about the philosophy of life like you and I can. But on the other hand, it's an incredibly useful tool in certain use cases. I think this whole situation activated a conversation with myself about artificial intelligence and the place that artificial intelligence has in my creative journey. But first, I think we might need a change of scenery. So, what have I decided in terms of artificial intelligence and the impact it will have on my creativity? Well, it's pretty simple.
First of all, I have removed all artificial intelligence from my phone. Secondly, I have defined for myself what I will use AI for in terms of the creative journey. And it's this. I will use AI to inform me about the context of the data that I do not have the mental capacity to process. But I will not allow AI to direct the way that I make decisions in my creative journey. When I have the context, when I have the data in order, I then take that data, put it down on a piece of paper, something analog, and I make creative decisions based on the data, but in my human mind. I do not allow a machine to tell me the direction of my creativity. The result of this is that every creative idea that comes out of this brain is mine. It will be me. What you will be seeing here will be Kobus. It will be me. This might sound simple because I'm basically saying that artificial intelligence should be an assistant, not a director. And yes, it is simple, but yet we fall into this trap of believing that AI knows what is best. It doesn't. The other thing that I'm doing that might sound extremely simple is that I'm also removing, as I removed AI, all on-the-go social media. Every time I feel the need to watch something, I'm instead going to go to my notebook and try and write down creative ideas in this notebook so that I can make more content. I really want to hear what you use AI for in your life. I really mean that. I read every single comment and I reply to each and every one. Many of you will attest to that. So let me know how you use AI in the comments. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. It helps more than you think. And for those of you legends out there that want to support me in a further way, you can get the Patreon link in the description. I'll see you in the next one.